Hello, everyone. This is Nick Allen. I'm live at the World Championship here in Santa Monica, Los Angeles, somewhere in Southern California, and I'm joined by Dignitas.Odee. Odee, you have a special role at Dignitas. Maybe you can introduce yourself and tell everyone what you do.
I'm the boss. I guess that's the easiest way. So I'm the managing director of the team, and yeah, one of the original founding members.
So Dignitas did, in the big scheme of things, really well in Season 2. They made it to the World Championship playoffs. How does it feel for you to see them come to this point? I mean, of thousands of League of Legends teams, they went really, really far. So as the owner and co-founder of Dignitas, how is it to see a team of yours get this far?
Oh yeah, we're extremely happy with them. Like, to qualify for a World Championships is not an easy thing, and as you said, there's so many teams that tried to do it, and we actually got here. So for them to achieve that in the first place, we're extremely pleased.
And I mean, there seems to be a lot of like Asian dominance at this event too, and Dignitas is a North American team, and the other North American teams didn't do that well. So why do you think there's such this Asian dominance at this tournament specifically?
To be perfectly honest, I don't know. Maybe they're just better on the day. I don't know. If I had that formula, my teams would win every tournament. I just simply don't know. For us, it went horribly wrong. It happens in tournaments. I've said in a couple of interviews, like some of our guys, Patoy, he's only played in 3 big tournaments, and I played in thousands. So, well, with all my players. Yeah. So it's a case of learning how to lose, and what I mean by that is like actually working out what went wrong, putting it right, and trying again, and putting the effort in to go back to the next tournament and try and do better. No players want to lose. Like if any professional players tell you, oh, it's okay, we lost, there's something wrong with them.
Yeah, definitely. And so, I mean, from the players, we talked to them, we interviewed them, and they're like, well, this is what we've learned. We're going to make these changes. We're possibly going to get a team house, is I think something that Scar mentioned too. From a management standpoint, what kind of things do you change about your team to hopefully be more successful in the future?
We've had quite a while to actually chat about what actually went on, so the guys know what happened, what went wrong. So we've been planning for Season 3, like talking the last couple of days. So team house, whatever you want to call it, it's probably on the cards due to the fact that Season 3 for the American teams is going to be based around LA, so we have to do something. To be honest, I'm not a massive fan of gaming houses because that's just my opinion. I don't think the formula's right yet for Westerners. But again, we're working on that, and we have a plan, so you'll probably see us in LA probably early next year.
And you've been in esports for a considerable amount of time. So what is it exactly about the Westerner mentality that maybe the team house isn't the most positive thing for the team?
I think it's just a culture thing. Westerners like their space. From the Korean side of it, I don't know. They're brought up to get along and be in confined spaces together and not worry about it. I don't know. It's a really strange thing. But Western players, especially 18, 19, 20-year-olds, they need space. So it's just trying to work out how we get that formula and make it right so the guys can practice and play and win and then go and have some fun.
And Odee, you have a lot of wisdom in terms of esports. You've been around for a really long time. I think you did first-person shooters is where you got your start. How have you seen esports evolve up to this point? Like I know it used to be very small tournaments, small venues, very community driven, and this is very almost corporate in the way that this is run because it's rooted in Riot. So how have you seen it grow, and what does this event mean for esports as a whole?
Well, the best analogy from my personal point of view, one of my first tournaments, I slept in the back of my car. I'm sleeping in the Hilton at this event. So yeah, the money has increased just wonderful, to be honest. That's the best word I can describe it. Players are professional now. When I started playing, it was really tough, and last 10 years it's been really tough for players to actually make money. So now companies like Riot are putting a hell of a lot of money into looking after the players. It's like where we are now, and I just saw the stadium and I just walked in and went F. Because it's a stadium, so it's not a LAN. It's an actual full-on stadium with tiered seating way up in the ceiling. And this is what I've always dreamt of. So yeah, hopefully more of this comes along with other games as well.
I know we would love to see it. IPL does several other games, not just League of Legends. So with that in mind, I mean, there's been in the past some esports bubbles. That it blows up and then it shrinks down. We've seen a lot of organizations fail trying to trying to make something like this possible. Do you foresee that happening in the future, or where do you see the growth going from here?
Well, I was part of CGS, so you never know what's going to happen. One day everything's rosy, the next it's gone. So I'm very skeptical about most things. And most of the older esports people are. But as long as people talk, and all the organisations, teams, everybody involved talk and make sure everything's ticking along nicely, we got a better chance to develop it for the future. But obviously, money talks. You can't do stuff like this without money. So, my touch wood, I'm gonna have to. Everything's all right. It's like we got IPL 5 coming up in Las Vegas. That's an amazing tournament as well. Like the Cosmopolitan Hotel, I didn't leave it for 5 days when I was there. Didn't even go outside. It was amazing. So for players coming into what we're doing now, and anybody with aspirations to get where our League of Legends team are, that's what I hope happens everywhere and just continues to grow, because before I started playing, I looked at people like Fatality and what he was doing, and I wanted to do what he was doing. So I did it, and there's no reason why other people can't do what we do.
Great. Thank you so much for the interview, Odee. Do you have any shout-outs to your fans, your sponsors, your family?
Yeah, thanks to my family for putting up with me, that's for sure. I've been traveling a lot lately, but yeah, obviously, thanks to our sponsors, my team, our fans especially, and for this event, of course, Riot Games, they've put a hell of a lot into this. And they even bought me milk and cookies, so that was pretty cool.
I could go for some milk and cookies right now. Well, thanks very much, Odee, for the interview. Guys, thanks for tuning into this interview, and keep watching IPL LOL for more World Championship coverage.